I always thought the music through the zone was weird. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to Sonic Adventure. It's time to continue Sonic's adventure, as you would expect. So, we hear now that we need to get the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman— Whoa, what's happening here? That's new. Yeah, that's one reason I love this game. It's so jank. And I'm sure there's a ton of glitches I don't know about, but... Yeah, so, that happened. I probably... Oh no, I can replicate that. Okay. But anyway, we gotta get to the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman. We're definitely stalling right now, but we aren't really told where to go. That's kind of an issue I had with the game at first, is not knowing where to crap to go at some points. But basically... Okay! That's new. First death and it's in the overworld, because yes, you can fall off, which is dumb, but... yeah, okay. So, basically we need this. The Windstone, it must be a key to something. So this part isn't too hard to figure out, but you want to go over here. There's a couple different tunnels you can go to. We want to go to this one, and set it down right here. So yeah, I do like having these overworlds with a few extra things to do, including, like, you know, going to each level with these, like, mini puzzles and stuff. But here we go to Windy Valley. And at this point, we're gonna have the classic Tails following you around and doing nothing besides just existing. So, it's following tradition, but I never really cared for it. It's kind of charming in Sonic 2. And then, like, he's just kind of... not really in the way, but he doesn't provide anything, you know? I always tend to fall off on this stage, too. This part, you can kind of fall off. This trampoline especially, like that. Man, in testing, I played through the first 8 adventure stages, and I believe I only died... I died 2 times here, and then I didn't die again until, like, the 8th level, so... In the 8th level, oh boy, we'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, the last episode ended up being about 20 minutes. I kind of like that for each episode, maybe a little shorter, but...
Head straight up.
Yeah, here we got a little tornado mini-zone. Pretty cool idea. It looks cool, and it plays well, because you have this, like, rotating camera.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to
Again, the panels, in case you didn't know how to do it last time.
as soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
So yeah, Sonic's always got, you know, each level has these own mechanics you only see a few times. But mechanics in this one are pretty fun. The trampolines and all that. Then we go out of tornado. Pretty cool. Say half of the level here, and I always think of something funny when I get to this area here, but it has nothing to do with Sonic. We'll get to it later, is all I'll say. So you have to spin dash through that wall, which they don't teach you, but kind of easy to figure out. You don't even have to do that too many times, but yeah. It's kind of fun, kind of hard to fall off that path too. Here we have these rockets that just, once you run into it, it does what it needs to. See, I just have trouble going in a straight line. Just keep bumping into the wall, so sorry about that. It happens a ton. I don't know if it's me or just how the game is. But like I said, part 1. Kinda have trouble. Okay, so this enemy. I've heard some things about this enemy. Wherever he went. Well, there was an invisible enemy there. I think I read... There he is. He's the only one of the kind in the game, I believe? And he has a very small window to appear because of some weird change between the original and this one, where certain animations happen way faster than they were supposed to. It includes that enemy appearing. So, yeah, just a weird little thing. Again, there are weird... Oh, what? I didn't move there. I thought it was just gonna drop me on the thing. How have we had 3 stupid deaths so far in one video? Like, really? This didn't happen when not recording. It's what they call the commentator's curse or whatever. Or the Let's Play curse. Following the tradition. But whatever, we didn't lose a lot of progress. I kind of wasted time looking for that enemy, so... And I'm not really worried about messing up in these levels too much. It's always these dumb mistakes, or just sometimes the game deciding, no, you were supposed to move here. It is always frustrating when you die right before a checkpoint, though. So yeah, this game does a good job at translating the speed aspects of Sonic into 3D, because first 3D Sonic, you know, first real 3D Sonic, we don't count like Sonic 3D Blast or whatever. Well, don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, actually, we didn't do that correctly, but I guess it worked. Wait, where am I? Huh? What the? Well, at least I'm alive. None of that went how it was supposed to. Why can nothing go right? Anyway, we have this platform that looks like it shouldn't end, but it does. So, you had a bit of trouble there. Bit embarrassing. But we got through. And we got a Chaos Emerald, pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
So you'll see it says level C complete. At first I thought it was like the old games where you get a ranking based on how fast you are or whatever. But no, I believe it's if you go back, you get a bonus goal.
The train headed for
Do B and
Station
A.
Square will be
So I don't
departing
really be doing those. Here it tells you should, basically telling you to go back to Station Square, so... There's a lot more to this area, but we can't get to it right now. So unfortunately, before you can just jump down, but here you actually have to get up, so... I always find it faster to jump and dash. Spin dash probably helps too. Hold on, something tells me I forgot to click record. No, I didn't. Alright, so... we should have plenty of time to do the next area. If you go over here, from now on, the casino is only open at 9. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. See, when I play the PC version, A and B were swapped. For whatever reason. So why is it only open at night for some reason? Because later on you can go there anytime, it's just locking you out. So whatever reason... well, basically they're forcing you to go to this part of town. And again, the little orbs will give you a hint on where to go, but... right here we got a hole. And into the sewers we go. We're going here. And we find an upgrade, so every character in this game has upgrades. They don't do a whole lot, but Sonic's got 3 of them.
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the light speed dash. The light speed dash lets you race toward rings at light
So yeah, I
speed.
was really confused on how to use this at
As
first.
you can go just about anywhere.
But I have figured it out at this point. So basically, these switches will spawn a trail of rings. You hold this down for a while.
Ready?
Once this happens, you still hold it down, and then when you get near the rings, let go, and you follow the path. See, I didn't realize that you needed to keep holding it after Sonic got out of Spinball form. Anyway. Hey, don't use the back door! Yeah, we come out in some sort of shop, but we have an upgrade that the game wants us to have. Actually, it is required. Well, without glitches. I don't know for sure, but I assume there's probably a glitch that lets you continue without it. Because that's how games like this are, and that's how the speedrunning community is, so... I haven't seen speedrunners for this game yet, but they're probably absolutely insane. But now we have another section of town. There's not much here other than the casino. So the only way in is closed. Why? I don't know. Nice excuse, game. But basically, we have another ring puzzle here, which didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. What does she say? Curious. Basically telling you it's a switch up there. And that's what we are trying to do. Okay, it just didn't work. As Dr. Doofenshmirtz said, well, that didn't work. There. Now we can go into Stage 3, Casinopolis. So, this one is a bit different from most of them. It's not as much about platforming. Try to save at least 400 rings in the vault. So, there's a vault we have to go to. Yeah, so the goal of this level isn't just beat the level, it's get 400 rings to finish the level. So, as you would expect at a casino, there's a few things you can do. As in, there are 2 pinball machines. I don't think there's more. There's other little things you can do, but, there's also, like, it's a hidden area and all that. Anyway, if you hit these, you get rings. Obviously, there are 2 pinball machines, and those are the main ways to get rings here. There is card pinball. Are there 3 or...? If you have less than 100 rings, you'll get dumped into the garbage. That's something I want to show off. I have done the whole thing in just the one pinball machine before. So this is just Sonic Pinball. Or no, the slot pinball. And then we have the Knights Pinball Machine, which is cross-promotion, yay, so... They actually didn't do the card one in testing. Or is... No, the cards one is the Knights. It just doesn't really say. Yeah, so this is based off the game Nights into Dreams, but I think we'll just do the normal Sonic one first. So yeah, Sonic and pinball is automatically a great combination. Even if you don't like pinball games, it's not for everyone, but... Pretty cool that, you know, they put so much into this game that was already impressive to begin with. Including freaking pinball machines. So you press A here. Oh, that's not good. Well, it got rid of all my rings. I haven't seen that before. It's usually pretty generous, but... Not sure why there's a timer. But you get 3 balls. Actually, did I lose a ball from that? I don't know. And like I said, if you have less than 100 rings, you'll get dumped to the garbage. Which I actually want to show off, so... But yeah, I have gotten 400 rings just from playing this game twice, so it's pretty easy to go on for a long time. As I say that... Seriously, the commentator's curse is a real thing, dude. Oh, and then sometimes you go into the gutter, and yeah. I have gotten hundreds of rings without, like... Seriously. I only do worse when I'm recording. I guess you could say it's because I'm focused on talking, but I don't really think it messes me up that much. Ooh. Man, I just put up a lot of speed. So here we go into the trash, which I did want to show. And this is the one part of the level that is optional, but actually feels like a level. These guys are easy to take damage from, I'm just gonna ignore them. There are gonna be a lot of... Oh, these things, you collect the animals. We'll get to that later, kind of. But... yeah, there's gonna be a lot of ring capsules, just make sure not to take damage. Here you want to try to position yourself to collect as many rings as you can. So yeah, on top of the pinball machines, if you go to this area, you can get a bunch from going through it. And you can go through here again if you deposit your rings before finishing, and then go back. But I don't believe the rings here respawn, so it's only to go get the ones you missed. Like, Honestly, unless you're really bad at pinball, don't bother. And like, you shouldn't lose the pinball machine as long as you just spam the flippers over and over. Yeah, I'm always a fan of pinball minigames. I couldn't do like only pinball, but I like having it here. Makes the stage unique. No, no. Man, this wasn't gonna take long until I lost all my freaking rings there. And that is why they want you to save and not deposit all at once, because you could end up losing them from stupid spike balls that are down here for some reason. I think you could use the light speed dash up there, but I don't really use it unless you're required to. Also, Sonic makes this really weird noise when he climbs ladders, I don't know. But here we are in the showers. And you can get a few rings in here, but I don't know. I guess we can go to the vault if I can remember where it is. But we're mostly just gonna grind the pinball machine. It shouldn't take too long, but knowing my luck so far. What's the information thing say? Oh, thing we read before. Where's the vault? That's the pinball. Here it is, I think.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
So literally, if you get 400 rings, it makes a big enough pile that you get the emerald. Like, that doesn't really make any sense why they'd have an emerald in here that you can just win. But, alright. As long as we get it before Eggman. I thought this dumped you into the trash compactor. Maybe not. What happens if we go down here? Not much. I wonder what happens if you deposit way more rings than needed, like 999 or something. I don't know, but this is also a fantastic level to grind for lives because you basically don't stand a chance, or you basically don't have to fight enemies, so. Unless you know, as long as you get 100 rings in the pinball machine. So here we have cross promotion with Sega's big game at the time, Nights into Dreams. And the series only had like 2 games, but it's still pretty popular to this day. So they did this weird cross promotion thing. Only time something like this happens. But since it's just a pinball machine, it works. But there's a lot to it, so instead of the slot machine, you collect cards. You'll get 5, and then it'll do the whole card game system, like 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, you know. I've never gotten anything besides two of a kind before, but we'll see. We also have these tunnels and stuff. There's something like it in the other pinball machine that I never showed off. There's probably some stuff I haven't even seen in these pinball machines, but yeah, you'll get cards back there of the characters. Never played Knights, so I don't know the characters' names. Besides, I know that the main one's Knights. But you can get teleported to this extra room here, full of cards, so you can just grind the cards. Unfortunately, we got sent back. But when you get sent back, you go through the portal. And you go through literally just the area from Nights into Dreams, and you even have Knights there. Hello. So it's just a little thing they added in because cross promotion, I don't know. But anyway, we back. How am I down to 0 balls? I haven't been losing any. Whatever. Can I get 11 more rings? Please. I'll feel safer after that. But it really shouldn't have taken this long to get, you know. We put in 60, so we only need 340. which is still a lot, but there's our 100. Like I said, we should have like 10 lives by the end of this. I keep getting sent to the gutter a lot. This was not happening in my previous playthroughs. Yeah, I like pinball games. You could find this boring. Probably boring to watch, but... You know, my commentary is engaging enough, right? Now most people probably got this muted, as if they're watching it all. Oh. But yeah, we get sent back here, so... Let's go in again. Let's do this one again. Since I think I showed off most of the other one. If not all of it. I know there's at least one thing I haven't showed off in here. Again, I don't know if there's like any secrets that are like rare or whatever. Where'd he go? I'm not sure where he went, but okay. Yeah, that's just, like, pinball games are great. I've always wanted to own an actual pinball machine, just one. I remember seeing, like, a video advertisement for a Rush pinball machine, like, the band, and I'm like, that would be freaking awesome. So I think a lot of bands and that kind of stuff will have pinball machines. It's like, I would love to have a vintage-style pinball machine. Just one. They're probably expensive, but... Anyway, right there. You get sent into a thing where you can get items, but I don't know how you get to them. I'm not sure if you like can control Sonic there, or if it's luck-based or what. But that is the thing that I didn't show off before. Now we just need another 130 rings or so. So yeah, pretty neat level. It can be a bit time consuming. It's very painful if you get hit by an enemy. Like, yeah, I did lose some time from that, for sure, but... We're almost done. I kind of just find pinball machines satisfying to watch. You know, my favorites from the past are, you know, everyone knows Space Cadet Pinball. That was on a lot of old Windows computers. That game slapped. I hardly ever got to the missions in that, but it was pretty cool. I started to get good at it. I'm not terrible at pinball games. I'm not sure if there's a 2 option in this, either. We got a crap ton of rings there. Of course, if you come up a few short, you can try to get some in the lobby. So. But there's also this one... I used to have a lot of those plug-and-play games, and there was one that was Shrek-based. It had like 3 different Shrek games. There was like a side-scroller with Donkey, and a golfing game, but then there was a pinball machine in there. And the pinball machine had a lot of stuff to it, like a lot of extra rooms and hard-to-reach stuff, and like... I don't know, I just remember it really well. And you're able to play for a long time and get a high score and just go to these different rooms, and I always wanted to discover the whole thing. I don't even know if I did, but I loved that pinball game. And I don't know if I still have that plug and play, but I would like to try that again. I've always wondered if there's an emulator to play just those plug and play games I have, without having to actually get them out and plug them in. Those are the 2 main pinball games I've gotten experience from. Anyway, I could have stopped like a minute ago. Let's just do that. Hey, got an extra life. That extra life could come in handy. But we definitely have 400 now.
Deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you.
And I'm not sure if anything interesting happens if you go over your goal by a lot, but... Yeah, it's just when you get 400, they pile up enough. Which, I bet if you count it, that has to be more than 400, but whatever. Those also don't look like rings, they look like tokens. I'm going way too much into it, I typically do that, but there we go. Fellas has taken the spotlight, but we have done it. In 13 minutes, my goodness.
Yeah, not bad.
It's normally not that bad, guys. I'm sorry. I've done it in like 5 minutes before, like. But hey, it was pretty fun. And now, for no reason at all, one of those stones appears. We do have one more cutscene.
Yeah. Oh no, the Chaos Emerald.
Oh no, you don't!
Oh jeez. Eggman.
Kind of a weird cut, but yeah, Eggman shows up and takes our emerald. And, yeah.
Oh man, what happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got one of them, but the other one's safe. That guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic, we need to get busy.
So with that, oh yeah, over here. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there is a cameo they added in the deluxe version of Cream the Rabbit. She can just fly around in the sky. It's pretty cool. But on that note, we took a while, but we got out of the casino. We also did Windy Valley, I guess. So that was a trip and a half. If you made it through, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Sonic Adventure. Peace out, guys.